We are back, guys. I missed this. I missed upcoming sneakers. We are talking about some really cool stuff today. Obviously, there's been a decent amount that has been building up over the past week or two. I think it's been about 2 weeks since I last recorded one of these upcoming sneakers episodes. So yeah, we got a decent amount to get into today. So remember a while back, we were talking about the 5 different Airmax 1 sneakers that Travis Scott is going to be teaming up. Now, we spoke about kind of the first one, and I guess we had rendered images of all of them. However, recently we've had an actual image of this yellow pair, and kind of wanted to bring it up because I'm not liking these. I'm not liking these that much whatsoever. I mean, I'd really be interested to know what you guys think about this, but my personal preference, especially for this yellowish, I guess it's kind of like a bit of a brownish color as well in there, but I'm just not liking it that much. It looks like the air unit is even covered up or kind of just molded over, or maybe the air unit doesn't even exist. I really do not know what's going on here. I haven't seen that on an Air Max 1. Either way, we're getting 5 different color options, so, you know, whatever you would take your preference to, it's entirely up to you. And I gotta say, the ones that we saw, I believe, was it Future or Travis Scott himself wearing, those are not too bad. I actually don't mind the look of those, but for sure that yellow colorway, it's just not my favorite. Here's a picture of Travis Scott. I think he posted this on Instagram or something, and he has those shoes in the background. So I believe that these are coming relatively soon. I believe it just says holiday seasons. We don't have an actual release date for these. Yeah, we've got a couple months until, I guess, holiday season around October, November time. So around then, I would imagine these start popping up and we start getting a clear idea of how they're going to release. Again, 5 different colorways. Is it going to be separate release times, or are they all coming at us at once? But yeah, just thought I would give you guys my 2 cents on the Travis Scott Air Max 1. Speaking of Travis Scott, I'm sure he's had something to do with this, or some kind of inspiration involved with this Jordan 1 Low, to be exact. So again, I guess Sneaker News is saying that this is a Travis Scott influenced pair of Jordan 1 Lows. And it's just really interesting right now because I kind of feel like Jordan 1 Lows are just kind of popping up a little bit more, getting a little bit more hype. Obviously, I guess they've been thrown in the same category as mids for a long time, so the hype hasn't really been there. But now that we're seeing some really, really cool colorways, specifically one of my favorite sneakers right now, I don't even know if you can see them, but the neutral gray Jordan 1 Low is an amazing pair of shoes. I really, really like wearing it, and I guess maybe more and more people are opting to wear low-cut shoes. This pair right here, again, has the mocha brown effect. So white leather for the base, the toe box, the medial lateral, and then of course you have the brown or mocha colored overlays around the mudguard, the eye stays, and towards the back of the sneaker. Now, another really interesting aspect to this pair of shoes is the sock liner, which almost looks quilted, if that's the right word, or it looks a little bit fuzzy. It looks nice and soft. Well, that's coming in a pink, and obviously we know Travis Scott with the pink laces. Whether Jordan 1 Lows are actually going to be the next kind of wave in terms of hype, I definitely think the more that they put some better colorways out there, it's going to become a more and more appealing option. As far as release date, 2021, so there's nothing in terms of an actual month. These are official images, so I would expect very, very soon. And of course, we've got the upcoming shattered backboard pair of Jordan 1 Lows, which are going to be tremendously popular. So again, Jordan 1 Lows, let me know what you think. Is it going to be the next wave of hype? Are you into Jordan 1 Lows, or are you just, you know, you're pulling back, you're sticking with the Jordan 1 High? Let me know your opinion on that. And what do you think about these mocha ones? Either way, we got to talk about Yeezy, because again, they've been pretty quiet ever since Yeezy Day. We haven't really seen any kind of releases. I don't think we've seen any, in fact. Either way, we've got a new look at an upcoming Yeezy 700, and it looks like they're continuing this trend of crazy, colorful pairs of Yeezy 700 V1. So right here we've got the Fadazu. this is a crazy colorway. Honestly, it's like an aqua color. It's got some really cool bright teals and some blue. Of course, you've got the orange little hits on the midsole as well. Very, very bright. I think this is pretty close to the actual image of the pair of shoes. We have seen some leaked ones. This image right here is an actual pair. Like, I don't know. I always thought that they would take a different direction with the Yeezy 700 V1 and continue doing kind of darker or a little bit more neutral tones on it. However, they've opted to take the Yeezy 700 V1 in a completely different direction and make it one of the most colorful Yeezy models that we've seen out of all of them. So again, some more detailed images of what this is going to look like. And yeah, I'd be really interested to know what you think of this one. In terms of an actual release date, late 2021, so nothing in terms of a month again, but yeah, something we do have an actual release date for, which is coming next week. The Yeezy 350 UV sensitive, the light colorway of the Yeezy 350, the first 350 that we've seen since the regional mono pack. Are you still into 350s? What's going on here? We kind of dying them down a little bit. Are we not buying as many 350s as we used to? I'm not too sure. However, I do really like this colorway. I definitely don't even think it's necessarily the UV aspect that really gets me excited for this colorway, but I just like it in general. It's a nice light colorway of a Yeezy 350. It's got the pull tab, which is something I'm a huge fan of, something that we haven't seen very much of for a while. So as far as we're aware, this is going to have UV knit woven into it. Now, this is releasing on August the 28th, which is a Saturday. Next weekend, definitely be on the lookout because I'm sure raffles will start popping up this coming week. Pretty much the upper changes to a little bit of kind of a pinkish or maybe a light blue color, and then of course the translucent or the semi-translucent stripe which goes across the side of the shoe, that goes from pretty much a white to a little bit of an orange color. So when you're indoors, it's going to look something like this. Very simple in terms of its actual colorway. It's pretty much just a white with a vintaged out midsole or a little bit of a duller midsole, and then of course when you step outside it turns into this, which is pretty cool. It's subtle and I think it works pretty well with this pair of shoes. But yeah, this is August the 28th, so if you're interested in this one, get ready. Moving on to some more off-white news, guys. Listen, we just recovered from the whole Dunks thing. I know it's been about 2 weeks of checking your phone to see if you got exclusive access for the off-white Dunks, the 50 different colorways. Now, obviously, I just made my video. I managed to get 2 pairs, or I guess I got 1 pair exclusive access. But right before I got exclusive access, I bought a pair to review for you guys. I had to pay resale for that one, which was a pretty hefty price tag. I'm surprised that they're all going for as much as they are, considering how many people it seems like manage to get pairs and how many different colorways there are that only vary slightly. This is number 36 out of 50. This is the pair that I had to pay resale for. It is the suede version. The other one I got, I believe, was number 23. But enough with the Dunks. What I'm trying to lead up to is the next thing for Off-White, which is the Blazer Low. So again, Blazer Lows may be coming back, or just low top shoes in general. So take a look at this right here. I honestly have no idea how to feel, how to think, or just what is going on with this pair of shoes. We've got 2 different colorways. This one is predominantly white, I guess, for the upper. It's got the overlaces, which we're used to now from all of the Dunks. It's got a red Nike swoosh and this weird back thing on the heel. So like, it doesn't look like it's necessarily the entire midsole. Like, it looks like kind of a regular Blazer midsole. However, at the back, it's like what even is that? It's like a plastic extension piece, which makes it pointy. I really don't know. It's very interesting. You've got a bunch of circular holes cut out into the upper. Let me show you this black colorway, because I guess this image gives you a little bit of a better look at that kind of the heel clip, the heel thing. Maybe it's going to take me a while to warm up to it, and maybe if I got it in hand, tried it on, it would look better. but for me, that back heel thing just is not doing it for me. As far as a release date, we've got 2021, again, no month, but I would assume relatively soon. There's not that much of the year left for all of these crazy sneakers that we've got upcoming. Speaking of crazy sneakers that are upcoming, are you ready for some more drama, guys? Are you ready for some more craziness to be happening? Some more waves in the sneaker industry? Because Marcus Jordan is back and he is bringing another TrophyRoom Jordan 1. So he teased, or he put out this picture on Instagram, and it's him standing behind what looks like a shop opening, and you can see with this image, it shows a bunch of different TrophyRoom Jordan collaborations. So you've got the 5s, you've got the Jordan 1, you know, the most infamous Jordan 1 TrophyRoom shoes over there. However, there's a silhouette of another Jordan 1 with a question mark, hence it's preluding to an upcoming Jordan 1, and it says holiday 2021. And yeah, whether they all get backdoored again, we'll have to wait and see. I wouldn't get your hopes up too much. Don't get too excited for this, because again, just remember what happened last time, and yeah, just keep your money in your pockets for now. But again, we've apparently got another pair of TrophyRoom Jordan 1s to look forward to. Another pair of dunks, and I added this one in because, I mean, if I added all of the dunks, we would literally have an entire episode just of upcoming dunks. So I wanted to add this one because it's like a really nice colorway. This is the Bordeaux Dunk Low. Love that Bordeaux color, the kind of maroon burgundy, whatever you want to call it. So this one is apparently going to be releasing pretty soon. It just says 2021 over here on House of Heat. However, I believe these are official images. So yeah, if you wanted another pair of Dunk Lows, you've got plenty to choose from, but I really like this one. So we're not going to spend too much time. Again, it's just another Dunk Low, but again, if you like it too, you should be looking forward to this one pretty soon. The Jordan 4 Shimmer is coming up pretty damn soon as well. I believe September the 3rd. This is an all-over kind of tan colorway, similar, I guess, a little bit to the off-white version that happened earlier this year, or was it last year? I can't even remember. Either way, it's similar in colors. This is going to be a women's exclusive, and I know we've spoke about this one, so I'm not going to spend too much time. I just wanted to kind of remind you guys, we're literally right around the corner from this pair of shoes releasing, and I know a lot of you guys have reached out to me and said that you're looking forward to this release. Now, keep in mind, again, woman sizing, so it's only going to go up to a certain size range, which is unfortunate for a lot of people. I would like to see these in hand. I think they look pretty cool. I feel like I like the colors on them, so hopefully we'll see how the release goes, whether they're extremely limited or not, for the Jordan 4 Shimmer, if you wanted to try and grab those. Jordan 1s, okay, the hype for Jordan 1s has been around for a while now, and I guess some people are kind of thinking, well, hey, how many more Jordan 1s can we really have? Is the hype gonna disappear on these Jordan? Are we gonna run out of Jordan 1s? Like, are we gonna run out of our love for Jordan 1s? Maybe, maybe not, at least from a hype perspective. Well, what's going to take its place? And it kind of looks like Jordan Brand is cooking up some different versions of the standard Jordan 1. So this is the Jordan 1 KO. We got the Chicago, or the red and white colorway earlier this year, and we're getting a royal colorway. Now, the Chicago colorway didn't get as much love as I guess I maybe thought it would, because it is a very clean pair of sneakers, but of course it's not an original Air Jordan 1 high, so again, it's not going to demand that kind of hype, at least, you know, that some of those other colorways get. So this is a royal colorway. I don't expect it to be as hyped as even the Chicago one, so if you want this, I don't think it should be too hard to get your hands on. Nevertheless, it's a very clean pair, and I do like the Jordan 1 KO. I like the materials, the canvas, I think looks pretty cool. It's going to wear quite nicely over the long term. This is coming on September the 29th, so I just wanted to give you guys that release date, but again, it's a Jordan 1 KO. We're not going to spend too much time, because I believe this image has been kicking around for a while, or at least the rumors of this releasing, but now we finally have a release date on these. And again, another kind of version of the Jordan 1 high that has been kind of pushed by Nike. They're trying to release more and more colorways. This is one that I like as well. It's another cool different version, a little bit more true to the Jordan 1 High itself. This is the Zoom Comfort, and it is coming in a really, really nice colorway, all over gray, except for the very small light blue hit, specifically on the Jordan Wings logo, the Nike swoosh, the ankle collar, and then of course the outsole itself. This is a really nice colorway, one that I definitely want to try and get my hands on. As far as a release date, we're looking at sometime this year again. A little release reminder for all of you guys, the Sacai Fragment LD Waffle, this and the gray colorway is going to be releasing on August the 24th here in the EU, and then out in the US you guys are getting, I believe, this one on the 27th and then the 30th for the gray pair. If you want to go and see a review, then it is up on the channel, but I just thought I'd remind you guys that this one is upcoming. If you forgot, if you haven't seen, if you haven't entered the raffles, I urge you to go and do so, because these are going to be relatively hard to get. Speaking of Fragment, of course, we're going to talk about the Jordan 1 Travis Scott Fragment. Now, there is some positives that came out of this release. I know it was disappointing for a lot of us, extremely hard to get, especially those freaking highs. But a sneaker store raised $275,000 for the Travis Scott Fragment Air Jordan 1. They held a raffle and they managed to raise all of this money for the Cactus Jack Foundation. Basically, the Cactus Jack Foundation, something that Travis Scott started, is basically helping the youth with educational and creative opportunities. And essentially, this sneaker store called the Dark Side Initiative, when they held their raffle for this pair of shoes, they asked people to pay $3 as a donation, and they said it was going to charity. And they managed to raise $274,000. That is crazy. That's a lot of freaking money. So all proceeds are going to the Cactus Jack Foundation, and I think it's a pretty cool idea, you know? I mean, hell, if I knew about this, I would have donated $3 for a chance to get this pair of shoes, and you know that, hey, if you take an L, at least your $3 went to a good cause. Obviously, it's not sustainable for every place to hold a donation style raffle, because, I mean, we'd be broke. We'd be broke with all the raffles that we're entering almost every single weekend. But specifically for a release like this, it makes sense when Travis Scott has a charity foundation and, you know, a raffle that goes towards that. I'm surprised he doesn't do something like this for his website. There would definitely be a lot of proceeds going to good causes, and maybe that would be a way of stopping bots, is, you know, ask for a charity donation, because I'm sure botters would not like to pay for their millions of different entries that they put in. And of course, I'm not even going to get into that topic of the botters that went for this pair of shoes. I don't know, it's just an idea. I thought this story was pretty cool, but either way, let's keep it moving. Speaking of making money, and the final story for today's video, the Yeezy Gap jacket. Remember the blue one? Well, we actually got some numbers for this in terms of sales numbers, in terms of revenue that this jacket made. One jacket, it sold out. Obviously, we've had the red one and the black one, but we're specifically talking about the blue one that released. I think it was the first one. The Yeezy Gap round jacket made $7 million overnight on its first drop. That is insane. And this was kind of this number was put out from the actual CEO of Gap, and it just shows like the demand is really there for the Gap and Yeezy stuff. I hope that they, you know, start putting out more stuff, because I know that the jackets, I mean, the jackets are cool, but I don't want a jacket. I want me some t-shirts, some jeans, joggers. I want some hoodies. But yeah, either way, that pretty much wraps it up for today's episode. Guys, it is good to be back, and of course I'll be back next weekend. We do this every Sunday, and yeah, if you want to join, make sure you subscribe. But of course, thank you so much for coming through for today's video. Thank you for hanging out, liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I've got this one on hand, so we might as well go with this. I'll catch you guys in the next one, but until then,